Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Robinson again, and we're going to continue our 8th grade series, getting ready for 8th grade, show number 6. And we're reviewing solving equations, part 2 of Unit 7. So let's get ready to go. So we're going to review everything that we've done in one show. So we've done one step, two step with distribution, with fractions, multi-step, variables on both sides, and special cases. So that's what we've done in our last few episodes. So we're going to wrap it all up and put it all together in one movie. So here we go. All right. What is the value of y which makes the equation true? So this will be our one-step equation where you just have to do one thing. So what number plus 2.9 equals 11 is the question, and we're given a multiple choice. So what I would recommend, let's pull this out, use your calculator to do it. So that way you type in for each value, and that would see which one, when you add it to 2.1, will give you 11. So use your calculator. That's my tip. So that's one-step equations. So when it's multiple choice, but uh, let's go on the two-step equations. Two-step with distribution, fractions, multi-step. I'm going to cover all of those pretty much in one question, which is pretty big, but I think you'll like it. So here we go. So first of all, let's start with a two-step equation. What is the value of n in the equation below? 2n plus 1 equals 21. So first thing we always do, we use the additive inverse of the plus 1 to both sides of the equal sign. Opposite is another way of saying additive inverse. Opposite of addition is subtraction. So we subtract 1. So that way the 1's cancel out, and we have 21 minus 1, which will give us 20. And we have 2n is equal to 20. And now we have to solve for n. So we have to isolate the n by dividing both sides by 2, or use the multiplicative inverse, in other words, on both sides of the equal sign, which is divide by 2, or multiply by 1/2. And the 1/2, so the 2's will cancel out on the left side, and we have 20 divided by 2, which will give you the answer of 10, and n is equal to 10. This is one solution. So this is a problem, an equation that has just one solution. And I put that there for a reason, because later on we talk about special cases, and special cases, the usual type of occasion we run into is a question that has just one answer. So this would be an example of that one solution. All right, so so that was a two-step equation. Let's get into the two-step with fractions, with distribution and multiple steps. So this would be that type of question. Here's your fraction, solve for x, 1/2, parenthesis, negative 2x plus 8, parenthesis, and then there's an extra plus 3 there. That's going to be an additional step, equals 5. So let's see, do we have any tips? Yes. To deal with fractions, here's my first tip. Don't deal with them. Change them to decimals. Or, as I had in my movie I dedicated to Damari, divide both sides by the number next to the parenthesis. That way you can solve it a lot quicker, and you'll definitely be rid of your fraction, because we know that a number next to parenthesis means multiply. So those are my two tips, but I'm going to distribute. So the 1/2 to the stuff inside the parenthesis, so the 1/2 will be multiplied by the minus 2x, and then the 1/2 is going to be multiplied by the plus 8. All right, so let's simplify this. Half of 2x would be negative x. Half of plus 8 would be plus 4. Don't forget we have a plus 3 equal 5. So now we have a simpler equation because we distributed, and now we have like terms here. So we're going to do an extra step. So we have to combine these constants here. We have a plus 4 and we have a plus 3. So let's add them up. So they're both pluses, so the same signs. We add up the numbers. That'll give us plus 7. So we have a minus x plus 7 equal 5. Now we do the additive inverse of the 7, which is the opposite of plusing 7 or adding 7, which would be minusing 7 from both sides. That way the 7's will cancel out, leaving us with the minus x. Bring that down, equals 5 minus 7 is negative 2. And now we have to solve for positive x, because they want positive x, not negative x. So let's just divide by negative 1, or you can multiply by negative 1. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1s. The negative 1s will cancel out. Negative 2 divided by negative 1, x is equal to 2. So I hope you enjoyed that multi-step and little distribution equation there. So if you understand what's going on, great. If not, rewind the video, check it out again. All right, let's keep moving. Variables on both sides. What do you mean by variables on both sides? Both sides of the equal sign. So here are our steps for solving equation with variables on both sides. It's a matter of using addition or subtraction to the numbers like we normally do to the right side is my recommendation, and then addition or subtraction of the variables to collect them to the left side of the equal sign. So we're trying to get our letters on the left, numbers on the right is my recommendation. Then solve the equation. All right, so now that we know our steps, let's put it in action. Here's our equation. Solve for a. 2a, 9a plus 2 equals 4a minus 18. This is also known as 5a equals negative 21. So we need to get our numbers on the right side. And you notice if this 4a was not there, we would be minusing 2 from both sides. So let's use the opposite of plus 2, which would be minus 2. So we would minus 2 from both sides. That way the 2's will cancel out, leaving us with the 9a on this side. The 2's canceled out equals, bring down the 4a, and we have a minus 18 minus 2. That'll give us a minus 20. So now we got to bring the 4a over to this side. But I want you to be remembering that I said this is really equal to 5a minus 20. So let's see what we got in the pool tab. So we have to use the opposite of 4a to get that over to the other side. So let's use the opposite of 4a. The opposite of 4a would be minus 4a. So we would minus 4a to get that to go over to this side. And 9a minus 4a will give us 5a. And that's equal to the 4a's cancel out, a minus 20. Now we have to solve for a. We need to divide both sides by the 5. That way the 5 will cancel out over here and isolate the a by itself. Divide the minus 20 by 5. That'll give us a is equal to minus 4 or negative 4. So our answer would be a is equal to negative 4. So I want you to notice that what we started with, 9a plus 2 equals 4a minus 18. That's simplified down to 5a equals negative 20. So that was really the same type of question, but in simpler form, because they're bringing the terms to the correct side by using the additive inverse property. So a is equal to negative 4. So that was solving variables with, on both sides. So I hope you understood it. If you're uncertain, rewatch the video and let me know. Write me a comment or a question. I may even make a video just for you. All right, that's variables on both sides. Last one is special cases, and then we can call it quits. So special cases. Equations can have three types of answers. No solution, where A is not equal to B, it's not a true statement. Infinite solutions, where we have the same answer on one side as the other side. So x is equal to x, or 0 equal to 0. It could have one solution, as I mentioned earlier. Some variable is equal to a constant. So let's go and see No solutions, what that looks like. Where A is not equal to B, it's not a true statement. So here we have 3x minus 9 is equal to 3x plus 5. So let's do what we normally do. Bring the 9 to the other side. So the opposite of minus 9 would be plus 9. So we would add 9 to both sides. That way the 9's will cancel out, leaving us with just the 3x equal, because the 9's canceled out. Bring down this 3x. We have a plus 5 plus 9 is plus 14 altogether. Now we got to get the variable 3x to the left side. So what's the opposite of 3x? Minus 3x. So we're going to minus 3x from both sides. That way the minus 3x will cancel out on this side, leaving us with plus 14. And if you notice on this side, 3x minus 3x is 0. So 0 does not equal to 14. So that's not true. So what's going on? It's no solution. It's not a true statement. That's what we mean by no solution. Okay, let's go on to the next one. So I hope you understood no solution. If not, rewind it and solve it again. All right, that's no solution. Let's go on to the next one, infinite solutions. So infinite sign, by the way, is a sideways. 8, it's the same value is equal to the same value. When we solve it for you, you'll get the same number on the left side as the right side. Where you replace your variable, you're going to get the same answer. So let's see. 3x minus x equals 4x minus 2x. Well, I notice we have like terms on this side, so as well as this side. They both have x's, so let's do a little combining. We have 3x minus 2x minus 1x is 2x, and 4x minus 2x also equals 2x. So we have 2x is equal to 2x, so both of these are equal. So I notice if I replace x with any number like 0, just 2 times 0 will be 0. 2 times 0 also will be equal to 0. So these are going to be equal. If I replace it with 1, 2 times 1 will be 2, and 2 times 1 on this side will be 2. So I can replace it with an infinite amount of answers. But let me just solve it for x. So I'll divide both sides by the 2. That way the 2's will cancel out, and leaving me with x on this side, and I divide this side by 2, and that leaves me with an x on this side. So these are the same values. So what value can I replace x with? I can replace it with any value that I want, because it's the same value on the left side for x will be the same value on the right side for x. So it has an infinite amount of solutions. And that's what we mean by infinite solutions. Okay? All right, let's move on. I hope you understand it so far. And I know it's a lot to digest in one sitting, but check out my other series when we cover these one at a time. So if you're uncertain, write me a question and I'll be glad to answer it to you. All right, one solution. We're down to our last one. X is equal to some constant. So if you remember earlier, we did the question, find what is the value of n in the equation below. This time we have a multiple choice, and we have 2n plus 1 equals 21. So we could use our calculator like the tip I use, but I want you to notice that there is one correct answer. So that means this equation has one solution. So that's how you can tell if it's one solution or not, if you can solve it for one answer. So if we solved it for the answer, if you remember from earlier, A is the correct answer, N was equal to 10. So 2 times 10 is 20, plus 1 is 21. So the answer of N equaling to 10 would be the correct response, which would be choice A. So this is one correct solution. So that's what we mean by one solution. And we normally solve our equations for one answer. But in 8th grade and going up, you may run into other types of situations. So we've completed no solution, infinite solution, one solution. Those are our 3 special case of equations. So I hope you enjoyed the video and understand what's going on. If you're not sure, write me a comment and I'll be glad to write you back, and as well as write a video up for you and make something easier to understand. So we've covered everything on our agenda. So we have homework. There's a test waiting for you guys on solving equations. Get it done. It's due later on. I let it out a few days back, so please do it. We have an end of the year survey for you to fill out, so that'll be your exit ticket. So fill out the survey. Let us know how we did in math with you for the 7th grade. So remember, if you need help, there's dial a teacher homework helpline at 212-777-3380, Monday to Thursdays at 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Remember my YouTube videos. My channel name is Dan Robinson. Subscribe to my channel. Write me comments. Give me a thumbs up. I do write back, by the way. So tweet me at drobmath1 and check out our latest release, PKMS Math Prep 20. Don't forget to watch our show Math Time on Tuesdays from 4:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Optimum Cablevision at Channel 15 in Peekskill. If you want more information of what we've done and a worksheet or some examples of this topic, just write me at drobinsonpeekskillschools.org. So I hope you enjoyed reviewing solving equations at our 8th grade series of Unit 7. So you are in good hands with your 8th grade teacher. I want to wish all my students good luck. Thank you so much for watching with me, and I appreciate your help and everything you've done. We've come down to the end of our 8th grade series. You've been great students. I want to say on behalf of myself and the school, thank you so much for being my students. I really appreciate it and love every one of you for what you've done for me in this whole year. It's been fun, and I want to say do your best in math as well as all your classes, because I know you can do it and I believe in you. So take care. Good luck. Come by and visit sometime. Write me an email. Keep watching our videos. Look out for our math prep videos in the future, and let me know how you're doing next year. Good luck. Dr. Robinson signing off. Bye bye.